Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is the Mental Wellness channel with Waihiga. If you're new here, I hope that you stick around and take a listen to what I have to share. Today, I want to talk about my weight loss journey. As you can see, I have lost a considerable amount of weight, and today I want to talk about it. So I'm going to get into part 1 of that. Part 2 will probably be up tomorrow. So let's get into it. Before we do, check this out. Yeah, that's where I'm coming from. This time last year, I was my heaviest weight. I was 96 kgs. I don't think I've been that heavy in my life. I was 96 kgs. That's almost like 200 pounds. I was heavy and I felt it. I felt it in my belly, in my thighs. I felt it everywhere, in my arms. And I hated how I felt. On top of that, I was depressed. I just couldn't stop eating certain foods. And it felt awful. So I got on my knees sometime in January. I don't remember which date, but I got on my knees and I begged Jesus. Like I said, I've been down this road so many times with you. I've been down this road with you so many times on food, on weight loss, and I'm tired. I'm tired. I don't know what to do anymore. My skin is bad. My body feels awful. I look and feel bad. God, what do I do? I completely surrender my weight to you. I completely surrender everything to you. I completely surrender food to you. I don't know what I'm going to do anymore. And, people may think that something as simple as food is like, why can't you control food? Why are you so gluttonous? Why can't you just handle what you eat? Why do you have to eat everything in sight? Well, when I stopped drinking, food became an issue. Anything chocolatey, sugary, things that I love. And obviously, if you're trying to watch your weight, things that have sugar or chocolate are things that you really have to look out for. And I found myself overindulging. I begged God to take the problem away. And He came through for me. I got directed to this channel on YouTube called Grow with Joe. And I was like, yo, how am I even going to start working out? Because at this point in my life, I wasn't working out. I wasn't doing much. I was not fit at all. God directed me to this channel, Grow with Joe. And literally in my room, I started her workouts daily every morning. I started like the 10-minute, 15-minute, sometimes 20-minute workouts. The easy does it workouts. And I would laugh at myself, like, what am I doing? This is so difficult. And this is coming from someone who used to play basketball in high school. I used to play basketball in high school. Oh my gosh, I was the point guard in high school. I was actually the point guard in our high school basketball team. Crawford College, Pretoria, that was me. Our coach was Virgil. Shout out to Virgil. And I was really fit and active. I used to also play hockey. I loved hockey because of their fitness training, and I also loved soccer because of their fitness training. But basketball, I really enjoyed it because of the sport. So I was really fit as a teenager, and I kept on going to the gym when I was in university. And then obviously when I started drinking, I dropped all of that. I just used to walk long distances for booze. And then I'd go days without eating, probably. I'd just go on booze and cigarettes. That would be my diet. So obviously when I came into sobriety, I was not a person who was used to eating 3 square meals a day. I was not used to exercising. So my taste buds came back and I blew up. Blew up. Another thing is sugar is very addictive. Very addictive. So I started with these Grow with Joe workouts. Every morning, I'd put them on for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. And what I would do is I would build up to at least 45 minutes. So by the end of the week, I worked to 45 minutes by Friday. If I could do 45 minutes, I really am focused on my endurance. I really wanted to be able to endure and persevere a whole lot of walking or running or whatever it is. I wanted to be able to persevere a whole lot of cardio for like an hour. So I started building up during the week. 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, so that by Thursday, by Friday, by Saturday, I was at least doing 50 minutes. So on Monday, I would start with the 10 minutes. Tuesday, go to 15. Wednesday, 30 minutes. Friday, go to 45 minutes. And then Saturday, finish the Saturday off with an hour-long workout. And I kept doing that. And then I didn't see many results for, January, February, March, April, May. I didn't see any results. I wasn't losing weight. Then eventually my eating habits got called into question. And there's a cousin of mine who told me that basically, if you want to lose weight, 80% of losing weight is about diet. And I was like, damn it, man. Damn it, man. Because I am so disciplined when it comes to working out. Like, I can do that so well. But when it comes to eating, I love my food, okay? I love food, especially since getting sober. I love my sweets. I love my white chocolate. I love it. So I had to look for a way to not restrict myself so much, but also lose weight, because the weight had to go, man. I'm like, why am I working out so hectically and so hard, yet I'm not seeing results? God led me to intermittent fasting. And that's the first time that I've ever done it. I never knew anything about intermittent fasting, IMF. I knew that religious people did it. They used to fast because, fast for God, or, the Muslims would fast during Ramadan and stuff like that. I didn't know you could use it as a weight loss plan. When I got introduced to intermittent fasting through the Grow with Joe lady, I was like, okay, let me try this. So I would open my shop, which is my stomach, but at 10 a.m. And I'm a person who loves breakfast. Like, I love breakfast. Like, I would wake up hungry. So skip breakfast, start eating at 10 a.m. That would be my first meal. And then eat whatever until 6 p.m. Close the shop essentially at 6 p.m. And I used to be good at that. Like, I never used to like dinner that much. So I would be able to eat my last meal by 6 p.m. The problem with me is my snacking. I loved to buy Oreos and chocolates and chevda and eat them in the middle of the night while I'm watching my true crime. I loved to do that and then go back to sleep. During intermittent fasting, that's something that I don't do. I don't eat or snack in between, like when I'm fasting. So I don't eat at night at all. So that's something that I completely cut out. And just from doing that alone, I lost weight, which was great, which was awesome. Awesome, because I didn't want to develop like an eating disorder. So I don't feel so restricted in the sense that, oh my gosh, you really can't eat this, you can't eat that. Like, I don't eat bread every day. I don't eat bread. I cut out bread. I don't take sugar in my coffee at all. And I take a lot of coffee during the day. I don't take sugar in my tea. Like, I don't add sugar into anything. But then again, I'm not going to deny myself a slice of cake if I go out. The consistency. Even putting 20 minutes a day aside for working out will get you amazing results. The problem with me, I think, and a lot of people who work out, is that you think that, okay, if I work out for an hour today, that means I deserve to eat like whatever I want today. And that's where the problem comes in. You're like, I deserve to eat whatever I want today because I worked so hard. And I get it. Like, my mind thinks like that. I'm like, girl, you worked hard today. You walked some hills. You deserve to eat a hamburger and chips and milkshake and whatever you want. And I think that is why I'm so grateful that I started doing intermittent fasting, because it gives me a restriction. It gives me a window of restriction in which I can mess up. because I can't binge the whole day, like I used to. It gives me a window of 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. On nowadays, I actually do 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. Those are the only times that I eat. During that time, you start to think wisely. You start to consider what you're eating, and you're like, do I really just want to eat all these carbs and be hungry? Or do I want to get in a lot of protein? Do I want to get in a lot of filling, satisfying food? So today I'm going for a walk. It's going to be about an hour and a half. So that's a lot of cardio. Something that I've started introducing into my routine is strength training. Yeah, I want to be as buff as possible. I want to be ripped. Like, I'm going for it. Like, I want to be buff. I do not care. I want to look like you don't want to mess with me. You know what I mean? Because essentially muscles eat fat. So I want to be lean. I want to go as hard as I can. But I love cardio because it makes me feel like I'm really working, like I'm sweating for it. And I love cardio because I feel like I'm persevering, like I'm working for it, like I'm enduring it, and it's pushing my endurance. But I also love resistance and strength training because of how quickly the results show. My goodness, within 2 weeks of doing strength training, I can already feel the difference in my body. I can feel the recomposition. I can feel like the muscles are working. The muscles are working. And I'm like, yes. And that's something that cardio doesn't do. Cardio doesn't give you shape and form like that. I feel like resistance training does that. But I'm very new to this stuff. This is my body and how it's adapting to working out. And this is all being led by the Spirit of God, because I did, after all, submit and ask Him, like, what should I do? And so this is being led by God this time around. And I don't feel like I'm doing it in an unhealthy way. When I first used to diet and do those extreme yo-yo diets when I was very young, I gained all the weight back, and it was just horrible. So hopefully this time around I won't gain all the weight back, and I'll be able to maintain and consistently just be able to keep this going, which is great. I haven't gained the weight at all in that year. So I want to keep going, and I'll continue to tell you how it's going. But if I do gain weight, I'll also let you know about it. We're real on this channel. I'm going to keep it real. I'm not like a fitness influencer at this point. I just do it to feel good. I do it to feel good. I want my body to be light. I want to move as easily as possible. And I want my head to just function well. And that's why I exercise. So, are you planning to lose weight this year? If so, let me know in the comments. What is your strategy? What is your plan this year? Let me know. Let's get into it. Kindly like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Until the next video, which is probably tomorrow. Goodbye.